Hi, it's Chris Burnett from Green Dragon, and today I want to show you an exercise that I like to do to kind of build the core, helps with the closed guard, nothing fancy, just a good way to also work the adductors in the legs, so that way when your legs are wrapped around your partner or your opponent, you can have good firm pressure without taxing out the legs, and that's useful obviously for breaking the person's posture down. Whether you want to break them down to the side, try to take the back, or if you're going for like chokes or kimuras, arm locks, whatever it is, this exercise really helped. In the beginning of my Jiu Jitsu journey, I found that doing a lot of closed guard stuff inside of my legs would kind of get a little tired, and part of it could be that I was just using a little bit too much pressure as I was trying to keep the person in my guard, but also could part of it being that you need to build up some little bit of muscle in there. One way to do it, of course, is just by doing a lot of closed guard. You get good at something by doing a lot of it. But another way is this exercise I'm about to show you right now. So if you have access to one of these exercise balls, this is what we're going to need. Sometimes you can use smaller objects, which I may show later. But something like this that has a little bit of give to it is going to be perfect. So we're going to start with laying on our back as if we're in guard, or have our person in guard, and we're just going to put the ball between our knees. So right here we're going to lay down, and with our legs open, we're kind of squeezing the ball between the knees, and we're going to do a little bit of a crunch. So you're going to activate the core. As you do, you're going to kind of lift up, and you can bring the legs in. Now as we do this, I like to reach up and alternate hand movements. So as I squeeze and lift, I'm going to lift up as if I'm reaching inside the collar of someone's gi, and then other side, so you can keep alternating that. So we're squeezing the knees in and crunching the abs. Now, you can also think about not only grabbing outside of the gi, so maybe it's no gi, you can think about reaching up, grabbing the back of the head. So if I squeeze here, reach up, grab the head, come back down, squeeze, in, down, in, down, down. Good, make sure you breathe while you're doing these. Exhale on the movement or the contraction. Inhale on the release. Exhale. Up. Now I would do maybe 3 sets of 10. So maybe start off with 10, do 1 set, rest for a little bit, do another set, rest for a little bit. Or if you're a more advanced level, maybe you're stronger than I am, and you want to alternate a little bit, there's another exercise you can do, kind of like jackknives, where you're passing the ball from the hands to the feet. So I have it between the feet. I'm still using the adductors, the inside muscles here, to squeeze inward, just like in the other exercise. But now I'm going to kind of come up past it, go down without touching the ground, and then come up. And then you can always add in different exercises here. You can go back to the knee squeeze, crunch. So squeeze and release. Don't squeeze the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Squeeze and then let it go. And then pull your knees to your chest as you come up. Everything happens together. Yeah, and then relax. You can still just put something like a block between your knees and squeeze every time you come up. So squeeze, relax. Squeeze. So a squeeze isn't as obvious because it has no give, but it's still activating those adductor muscles. You want to get posture, obviously. You want to try and start breaking the guard. But what I want to do is, you can posture back. Yeah. So when you use those legs, and then pulling you down into that stage 1 position, right? Yeah. So that's where that exercise really helps. Another thing people like to do, you can post hands here if you like. A lot of people try and stay back here so they will swim under as we lift and open. You You see that a lot. Another thing too is if you come back here, you can stay out there or whatever, but if I can like get your arm across, so as I pull with my legs, I get your arm across, and then that's the beginning of my back take sequence right there. So just, you obviously know how important it is just to have some little bit of core strength, but using those adductors too.
Yeah.
And one of the things I mentioned earlier was we don't want to tire ourselves out, so you don't want to squeeze so much that you just tire the inside of your legs out. So using it at the right times, things like that. So that's why we kind of squeeze and release. Cool. So just giving you some ideas here that you can play with. Really gonna help with your closed guard. Of course, when you have someone in your guard, you don't want to over squeeze. We don't want to tax the muscles out, but we want to have that little bit of firm pressure so that we can actually affect their posture while we're playing with them. So whether a person's skinny or big, sometimes you can't get your legs around somebody. Sometimes their body is so wide that you can't actually lock your feet. So this helps in just keeping them between the knees. Nice little pressure, and you should still be able to break their posture down or do whatever exercise you want to do. Because notice on the ball, I'm not really crossing the feet. I suppose you could. You could cross here, squeeze. But I'm kind of keeping it open to make sure that if I lock it in, it's a little bit easier to keep the ball in place. But if I leave my feet unlocked and squeeze with the knees, then I'm activating more muscles, the muscles that I want to train. So give that a try. Just something that I came across. It helped me out. Maybe it'll help you. Thanks for watching. And until next time, good training. Take care.